The Cork Dorks with Adam Montiel and Jeremy West. Live from the California Mid-State Fair.
Now, first of all, my agent doesn't like me from this side. My agent likes me from this side. By the way, Brittany App is like the California Mid-State Fair photographer. She's the best photographer.
You have a pimple on your left
she's
side.
An expensive photographer. If I'm going to, if she's going to be pointing a camera at me, I'm going to be giving her my dimple. I'm going to be giving her my best side. I'm going to be doing what I can because it's Brittany App. There's only one Brittany App, and she's the fair photographer. So you can go. In fact, the reason that the California Mid-State Fair website looks the way it does because of all the crazy pictures this beautiful woman has taken. It's great to see Brittany App. It's been a weird fair, but I saw you a few times at it, so it's just awesome to see you. And let Brittany talk. How has it been shooting this year?
How what?
How's it been shooting this year?
Good. It feels good to be here and to be shooting photos.
Now, if you recognize that voice, she is also the imaging voice of the Crush 92.5. So the station voice of the Crush is literally this woman. So for everyone,
my party trick.
Give me it. Go.
You're listening to the Crush 92.5, the perfect blend.
Oh, yes, I love it. Very good.
I mean, I know that you have a ranch somewhere way out near the middle of nowhere, Bakersfield. You have animals and alpacas and all these wonderful things.
It's
I know
Carrizo.
it's not quite Bakersfield. It's in the plains. But, I mean, then you come out here and you stay. Adam and I are like, yeah, we work every day, man. We're out there 3 hours just slugging wine. What time do you get here and what time do you leave on a full day?
Oh, poor baby, you have to be here for 3 hours? How do you do that?
And I have to drink wine for 3 hours.
God, that sounds exhausting.
I know. But, we have a very, very stringent regiment of preparing for this with vodka. But anyways, what time do you get here in the morning, and what time do you leave on a full day with a concert?
So this year's a little different. This is like a half Brittany this year.
No, I mean on a regular fair.
Oh, regular fare, I'm probably here for 10 hours taking pictures, depending on the day. Yeah. But this is like a warm-up fare. We're here. We're doing the best we can. It's not quite full on, which I think is probably good for all of us as we all learn how to be humans again and socialize and things. So I'm actually staying at home right now, not in Bakersfield, out in Carrizo, and I'm driving in each day.
Wow.
It's not chorizo?
It's not the chorizo place.
Jeremy, come on, the chorizo
That was
plains.
a joke. It looks like
it's pretty
chorizo.
funny. It's actually pretty clever. But no, it's not the chorizo.
Have another
plains,
frosé, bro. Get my jokes, damn. All right, so it was great to see you. Thank you for coming and taking
Love
a
you,
picture.
Brittany.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is fun.
My
I love you
sensitive
guys.
unicorn of life. It's so good to see you. You're my favorite, Brittany. She's the best photographer the Central Coast has, and she's right here, right now. So, boom.
She did my wedding. She does the fair, and I'm sure she does many other important things as well. But
my gosh.
we all love her. She is the best.
If I ever get married, which I hope to, I will. If I can afford her, I'm going to have Brittany up do my wedding.
Yeah, this was back in the day. I think she was just getting started.
Yeah,
so
right,
I probably got a good deal.
There's bro discounts for sensitive unicorns of life.
Oh, there we go. Thank God.
All right, very cool. All right. And there's no animals this year, so she doesn't smell like animals. Sometimes, she comes out of that animal barn. And it's
I'll still take Brittany smelling
she's
like
a hugger,
animals.
so it's
I'll still take Brittany smelling like whatever. I love her. We got Castoro. We got Luke Utzon here from Castoro Cellars. Damn fine wine. These guys are pioneers of the Paso wine game. They've been around since the very early 80s. Neil Utzon, Jeremy and I have had the pleasure of chatting with. And, man, the wines have gotten better and better. You guys have become organically farmed on over 1,000 acres of your estate vineyards, which is not easy to do, but it's a very big statement and a very great way to be a steward of this fruit and of these wines. Jeremy, what are we getting into next?
We got the Zin over there. This is one of their reserve wines, so thanks for bringing us one of the big bad boys. Just such a great representation of what Paso can do with Zinfandel. Talk about it.
Yeah, this is our Zinfandel Zin Fusion. It's kind of our flagship red wine. It's a blend. It's got about, on any given year, 10 to 15% Petite Syrah blended in with the Zin. Every year, it's a 90-plus point award-winning wine. And it is just a really, really good, full mouth, easy drinking. You're not going to find a lot of people that drink this wine and go, that wine is not my thing. That wine is off. That wine is flabby. It is just it's a crowd pleaser. It's a great wine.
And it's not always easy, right, Jeremy, to make a wine. You know, wines are subjective. People know what they like. Hopefully they get to learn what they like. But to have a wine that can please a lot of people, maybe the cab people, maybe the Petit Syrah, whatever, but a nice rounded out red wine, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Zinfandel does so well in Paso Robles. I mean, it's just the optimal, you know, environment for it between the weather and the soils and things like that. And you will see it at a lot of places in Paso Robles, but not everybody can nail it like you guys do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice to have a wine where when someone comes to your tasting room and they don't have a lot of time or they don't know what they want, or they're there to see a show and they just want to get a bottle or a glass really quick before they go run out there and sit in the grass. It's great to have a wine that we just can say, oh yeah, get Zinfusion. You're going to like it. Like 9 times out of 10, it's going to do the trick. So it's been a great wine to have in our quiver, and it's very consistent. Our winemaker, Tom Myers, is very, very good at it. Has the wine has a profile that people have come to love, and it's very consistent year after year. You know, a lot of our other wines will, year after year, you want them to express the year or what the growing season was like. And with his infusion, we're doing that, but we're also keeping the flavor profile as similar as we can so that people get what they know they love.
Yeah, we ran into a situation I bet you see a lot in the tasting room. That's when somebody comes in and tells you they don't like something. And then if you can blind pour it for them so they can taste it, they don't know what they're tasting.
Like a variety, right?
Yeah, like the other night we ran into a gal and she's like, I hate Syrah, but she was like, but I love this. She's like, I don't like any of these wines. And then we were talking, but I like this one. And she'd been drinking it for a while. And then she started trashing Syrah. And then I think we all looked at her and go, hey, you're drinking a Syrah. And she's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wines can be made in different styles. I mean, and from different places, give different expressions. And you probably just had a Syrah you didn't like. And that doesn't mean you hate Syrah. That just means you didn't like that Syrah.
Yep, absolutely. And also, too, because it says Syrah on the label doesn't mean there's 25% of something else in there.
Yeah.
You know, that can vary from place to place.
And you talk about this infusion, it's got some Petit Syrah in there, which is a completely different varietal than Syrah. And Petit Syrah, for me, was one of these ones that I had to search out and find the ones that I do like. But Petit Syrah is a great blending grape.
Yep.
And you'll see it, especially in
really
Paso.
Dark and inky.
Yeah, it offers color, it offers structure, but I'm not sure there's a better place on earth that Petit Syrah grows in a more world-class way than Paso. So you'll find it blended a lot, and it really offers a lot to this wine here, too.
Yeah, and Zinfandels can be obviously very fruit-forward, can be very bright, and the Petit Syrah, it kind of rounds it out a little bit. It gives it a little bit more body. It gives it a little less of that in-your-face kind of prune or like ripe fruit.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing that Paso doesn't ever have an issue with, and that is achieving ripeness. So Jeremy and I have always talked about this idea of like watching winemakers almost like apply, restraint on some of these Paso wines, because you can afford to rein them back because they will get to wherever you need them to get, especially on something like this with Zin, which can be punchy and jammy, and Petit Syrah, which can be a little bit much too. But to be able to rein them in with your style and the way you farm, it makes for just it's the reason it's your flagship. It's a beautiful bottle of wine.
Yep, definitely. We're very proud of it, and it's a wine that year after year scores 90 and above, and it kind of blows us away. We're like, oh, Zinfusion got another 90,
there you go,
92, or another 93, or whatever. It's like, and not just in one, particular contest. It happens all over the place. So it's a tried and true wine.
You should get out there and taste it off of Bethel Road. Take 46 west to Bethel. Take that first right in there, and you're going to be at Castoro. They're open daily. You can make an appointment to come in and check it out. But you also take in walk-ins, right?
Yeah.
Bethel
absolutely.
Road's across the street. 20 different wines that they're making. Some fantastic Italian varietals as well. So it's always great having you out here, man.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to come hang out with you guys. We've been doing this kind of thing for a long time.
You've been great supporters of the Cork, Dorks, and the Crush.
It impresses me every time we find new stuff to talk about.
Right? Yeah, right.
Like Bigfoot.
Like Bigfoot. Exactly.
And
I'm a squatcher now.
You wait. He's going to come back and he'll be like, wait, you know what? Mom kind of open to this thing. All right. Thanks for coming by, Luke.
Hey, give our love to Mom and Dad.
I will. Absolutely.
And Max.
Yep.
CastoroCellars.com is the website, and make sure you check it out. And it's BethelRDDistillery.com.
Damn fine wine.